Oh. Yes. Yes, thank you so much. We are here in Port Harcourt, Dire Communication premises, where what you just described has taken place. Since morning, we've been here. We're even woken up from our sleep with this message that Dire Communication, Port Harcourt, has been invaded by some agents of government. We came here to find out that there are agents of government who have decided to invade the premises. And right now, at the other side of the fence, we saw them up the mast, and what we saw, even with the rain, they started disconnecting some items. They actually broke into the transmission room and disconnected very important equipment, which are very technical. Don't know how they managed to do that. So we found out that we were off air within that period, and up till now, we are off air. That means they literally shut us down without letting us know. That is what happened today. And we've been asking questions. So we sent some of our officers to that side to be able to interface with them. They could not speak to any of them because some of them were not ready to talk. And we also saw security men with them. And that made some people to be scared, because when you see security men with gun, you don't know why they're there. So we are wondering what's going on. Does it have to do with the government or anybody else? So we are asking questions. We want to know what is really going on. That's the position that we are now. If you can watch the mast now, there are some men there still working on the mast, disconnecting more of our cables. We even heard that what they are doing could be dangerous, which means that the entire mast can fall on the adjoining buildings around here. So it's indeed a dangerous thing that is going on right now as we speak. Shola? Yes. Yes, we are actually taken aback with this action today when ongoing channels are being pursued to be able to resolve this matter amicably. In fact, it's so shocking this morning, even with the rain. Some of the people somebody put a call through us, and he said he got directives that this mast must come down today. And that indeed is a very strong statement for anybody to make in this kind of weather, that the mast must come down today. So we asked whether to know who has asked them to do that. We couldn't get any answers. However, like you said, there are indeed efforts to resolve this matter amicably, not in any other extraneous method, but amicably. That in itself has not been explored to the fullness of it. So we are worried and indeed surprised for this action itself.
piece of land, in the last 2 years, if I'm not correct, came up of 3 years. And I remember I had this on the South activity. Providing information and through our signals, through our programs and all of that. And the consensus that we exactly have of in rivers, states and around South Sudan. Government has given them that platform to promote what is happening in rivers, what government activities and all of that. In fact, the relationship where whoever is at 7% right from hospital to the rest of them have quickly road here and AIT and from here from India now. The Fubara. So have the highest authority formally the government is talking about, or have we gotten in touch with the highest level of government and then the government? We are on this as a center that company is making. We are on this. Why is this happening? And why does the structure like you mentioned, where dialogue over issues has been what we know has been happening in the last couple of months?
All right, Shola, it's a bit difficult to get all that you said, but I can pick some. Truth is that this station here in the South have been able to assist the common people. Have assisted almost every politician, no matter which political party or political divide you belong to. It has assisted the previous government, and indeed the present government can attest to that. So whatever it is that may have brought this problem, we may not really immediately know, but for sure, we know that people in government too would want this whole thing to be taken care of, amicably. Not for this rude shock that we received this morning, where equipment, so to speak, have been vandalized. So many items in the transmission room have been removed without letting us know. I mean, we're even on air, and suddenly we just went off air like that, and we found out that these agents just came in without asking anybody and pulled down everything in the transmission hall. And so we're really, really shocked. And I'm very sure that government officials too will be very shocked to know that this kind of measure can be taken. And anybody who is listening, including our friends and everybody around, will be shocked to hear that such a thing is happening. And that's the situation right now. But like we said, here in Port Harcourt, we've been open indeed for any resolution that can take place. But indeed, we've not been able to get through to certain persons who would want that kind of thing to happen to us. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much. The thing is, at some point, we were told that some back channels of communication were created, but we do not know the extent to which it went. Some top officials in Port Harcourt, like you said, have done that much. Even our officials from headquarters have also come here to take a look at that. But to say the least, we've been able to do all that, and before the fencing took place, they fenced the entire area, even without letting us know at the time the extent to which the fencing will be done. Most of the areas we thought that wouldn't be fenced were fenced. Uh, you know, communication is two-way. When you create yours and others couldn't get to make their own possible, then there'll be no link. So it has been a problem actually to make this communication work. So it's a bit difficult. However, as we speak right now, those people who are the agents of government who are disconnecting those things spoke to us that they got directives, and we tried to ask who and who gave you those directives. They couldn't let us know, and that's the problem. So when you don't know who gave directive to someone who invades your premises or removing your things with force, you'll be left with no options. You can't be calling all over the place and find out who is responsible, and especially on a day like this, Sunday. So we're indeed worried about which action to take. As we speak to you right now, there's some kind of confusion, but all we are seeing is that some men are still on the mast, disconnecting our cables and doing all sorts in the transmission hall. You must have seen some of the things they removed, sensitive things, waveguard, exciters, and so many things very sensitive for transmission have been removed, and the manner in which they were removed is regrettable because you never know whether they could be fixed back. This is a high-tech transmitter, and we've been here for over 20 years on these premises. For us to be treated in this manner after we've had a very good relationship with the government of Rivers State and the people of Rivers State, including the community that we are working in here, Ozoba, in Obiakpo local government area. So it's shocking indeed. And that's the reason why I'm sure so many persons too will wonder what is going on with Africa Independent Television here in Port Harcourt today, Sunday. Shala? Hello, yes. Okay, Peter, quick.
Hello, Mama. Hello, ma.
What happened? We have it. I can't hear. Why?
Yes, I am.
Why? Tell us another phone we dey use. Tell them we're using this phone.
Okay, all right.
And increase the volume small.
Hello, Ebua.
Mama, let's use your own phone to correct back. The boy was saying he's not taking his college, so I'm giving the phone back to Tony Douglas that we can use. No, the volume. We are using the speaker. We are using his phone for the communication line between the reporter here and Shola in the studio. Okay, let's use your own so that the presenter can also hear Shola in quick time to hear his question. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Okay.
Where's police?
Yes, Mama.
Okay, we are still here and trying to see if we can indeed speak to anyone now. But earlier, we spoke to the team leader on phone. I told you in the morning he talked to us, and we asked him why are they doing this even with the rains. But part of the thing he said is that he has directives from above, and that that directive is to bring down our masts today. And like I said, the rains were on then. It was indeed something shocking to find out people climbing a mast of that height and that size at that time. So we heard a lot of things that he said. He said this is because it is for a purpose, and that the directive is to bring down the mast no matter what. And so for that reason that they are going to bring it down, we asked him if he could give us a name as to who is in charge. He couldn't give us any name. So the team leader, we even tried to let him know that, look, today is Sunday. Why don't you just allow us maybe do it tomorrow? He said no, that can't be done. And the next thing we saw, in less than 30 minutes, we saw people climbing up to bring down our wire and all that. But earlier we sent some cameramen to that place to be able to pick out some of the things that were removed from the transmitter, and because we were actually shut down, we were not on air anymore. So that was what happened. So I think the team leader says he has a directive from above. That's what he just said, nothing else. I'm very sure. I'm very sure. Okay. Yeah. Yes, as I speak to you right now, a few of our listeners on Ray Power and AIT viewers have been calling and finding out exactly what's going on with the situation there, because really they don't know. They thought, well, it's probably either a technical issue or perhaps there is a power failure and all that since morning, and they are really worried. We've had resource persons calling from different places, from Obiakpo, from Port Harcourt local government, from Akokotoro, Asari Toro, from Degema, from Okrika, and from Abu Odwal, and everywhere they've been calling to find out exactly what is going on with Ray Power FM 106.5 and as well as Africa Independent Television in Port Harcourt here. Some of we try to play it down because we don't want to let it sound like there is any problem, because earlier there have been dust raised in different ways that indeed the government is fighting with Africa Independent Television, but that's not the true position. The true position is that we've had an amicable, friendly disposition with the government. We don't know how this came up with the agents. Like I did ask the person in charge here, who is doing this, that why? Who has asked you to come around here? He didn't give me anything to say, and we're wondering, why wouldn't you tell us anything? Which means we could say that you are illegal. You are an illegal person coming here to do what you're doing. But when we saw Nigerian police force, we begin to wonder whether it is indeed fake people or not. The labor market by this action here, and indeed the staff of this company are going to be very much affected because, like in every data communication, they usually get their stock, the majority of their staff, from the environment, that is River State, and indeed even the community itself. So if for anything happens to this particular station here, people from the immediate environment and River State, and indeed all other people around, including Imo, Anambra, and all that, will be affected because the labor here, the staff we have here, comprises of people coming from majorly from these places, which is the reason why we're indeed worried. The outcome of this closure, because we are looking at it as a closure. If you disconnect the transmitter, you disconnect the cables right there at the top of the mast, then of course you are indeed rendering hundreds of people into the job market, which is going to be very detrimental to the people here, and then of course cause more problems in the labor market. Yes. Okay.